Bittorrent value equivalent to $0.132 a coin. The present exchanged cost range and 1,137. The earlier day closed Pausman 132. The change was 0,000%. Backwards rate as to BTT. Bittorrent conjecture for July 2024. At the outset cost at $165. Excessive costs pains mean 24, while low costs right in 165. The arrived at the midpoint of costs Python in 181. Bittorrent cost figure toward the month's ends Heisman 191. Change for July 15.8%. Bittorrent cost expectation for August 2024. Initially cost at $191. Excessive costs Mountain in 191, while low costs Basim in 149. The arrived at the midpoint of cost Feinsound 173. Bittorrent cost figure toward the month's ends Meisen in 16. Change for August 16.2%. Bittorrent figure for September 2024. Initially cost at $0.16. Excessive costs Trimmer in 199, while low costs boost in 16. The arrived at the midpoint of costs Moisem in 176. Bittorrent cost conjecture toward the month's ends Bashan in 186. Change for September 16.3%. Bittorrent cost expectation for October 2024. Before all else cost at $0.186. Excessive cost match in TIA, while low costs prisoned in 174. The arrived at the midpoint of costs Spinum in 187. Bittorrent cost conjecture toward the month's end Spasmig in 187. Change for October's at 5%. Bittorrent conjecture for November 2024. Before all else cost at $0.187. Exorbitant cost fee in 232, while low cost steals men 187. The found the middle value of costs Marchi into a 6. Bittorrent cost gauge toward the month's ends Mazian 217. Change for November 16%. Bittorrent cost expectation for December 2024. In the first place cost at $0.217. Exorbitant costs 235, while low costs Mersan 205. The found the middle value of cost Python 219. Bittorrent cost gauge toward the month's ends Mastian 22. Change for December 14%. Bittorrent figure for January 2025. Initially cost at $0.22. Excessive costs Bezina 242, while low costs Faisan 210. The arrived at the midpoint of costs Pasmin 225. Bittorrent cost figure toward the month's ends Tizanen 226. Change for January 27%. Bittorrent cost expectation for February 2025. Initially cost at $0.226. Excessive costs Pizin 244, while low costs Mastin 212. The found the middle value of costas Lozian 228. Bittorrent cost estimate toward the month's end Funstein 228. Change for February to 9%. Bittorrent estimate for Walk 2025. To start with cost at $0.928. Exorbitant costs Python 254, while low cost Chuasian 2TL. The found the middle value of cost Python 235. Bittorrent cost estimate toward the month's ends Paznan 237. Change for spring 39%. Bittorrent cost expectation for April 2025. To start with cost at $0.237. Exorbitant costs Swasan 259, while low costs Mantan 225. But found the middle value of cost Amasin 241. Bittorrent cost estimate toward the month's ends Spothan 242. Change for April 21%. Bittorrent estimate for May 2025. First and foremost cost at Xiamfan $242. Exorbitant costs Bluntan 268, while low costs Puznin 233. The found the middle value of cost Bilivin 248. Bittorrent cost estimate toward the month's end Smartstian 2 final. Change for May 3%. Bittorrent cost expectation for June 2025. Initially cost at $0.25. Excessive costs Fafon 277, while low costs Python 241. The arrived at the midpoint of costs Python 257. Bittorrent cost figure toward the month's end Python 259. Change for June 36%. Bittorrent figure for July 2025. Before all else cost at $0.259. Excessive costs Montian 281, while low cost Mazin 245. The arrived at the midpoint of costs Python 262. Bittorrent cost figure toward the month's ends Basman 263. Change for July 15%. Bittorrent cost expectation for August 2025. Before all else cost at $0.263. Excessive costs runs in 326, while low costs plus in 263. They arrived at the midpoint of costs 329. Bittorrent cost gauge toward the month's ends Benzini 305, change for August 16%. Bittorrent gauge for September 2025. In the first place, cost at Zian Fund $35. Exorbitant costs Punthen at 305, while low costs Athen 247. They found the middle value of cost Foindon 281. Bittorrent cost gauge toward the month's ends 266, change for September 12.8%. Bittorrent cost expectation for October 2025. In the first place, cost at $0.266. Exorbitant costs Mausen 266, while low costs Bainfine 214. They found the middle value of cost and measure 244. Bittorrent cost estimate toward the month's ends in Sui Toden, change for October 13.5%. Bittorrent estimate for November 2025. First and foremost, cost at $0.22. Exorbitant costs Zen 259, while low costs Montan 225. They found the middle value of cost and Bolfian 239. Bittorrent cost estimate toward the month's ends Waisan 242, change for November 5.2%. Bittorrent cost expectation for December 2025. To start with, cost at $0.242. Exorbitant costs Maisan 242, while low costs are Azan 2000. They found the middle value of costs Benvian 225. Bittorrent cost estimate toward the month's ends Bonzan 215, change for December 11.2%. Bittorrent estimate for January 2026. To start with, cost at $0.215. Exorbitant costs Bentan at 215, while low costs Fonsan at 179. They found the middle value of cost Fontion 21. Bittorrent cost estimate toward the month's ends Wisenan 193, change for January 10.2%. Bittorrent cost expectation for February 2026. At the outset, cost at $0.193. Excessive costs turned down 2 for N, while low costs Maisan in 193. They arrived at the midpoint of costs placed in 213. Bittorrent cost conjecture toward the month's ends Dosmin 224, change for February 16.1%. Bittorrent estimate for Walk 2026. To start with, cost at $0.9224. Exorbitant costs Bazaran 224, while low costs Bosmian 175. They found the middle value of costs Bessian 23. Bittorrent cost conjecture toward the month's end Zilmosman 188, change for spring 16.1%. Usta BTT expectation for April 2024. At the outset, cost at 630.911.39 coins. Excessive cost 840.74 to 57.63, while low 588.235.29. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 699.632.83. The Usta BTT conjecture toward the month's end 729.927.01, change for April